What if the next person deciding whether you keep your job isn't your manager, but an algorithm? Imagine taking maternity leave, recovering from surgery, or dealing with a serious medical condition, only to come back and discover that a computer may have quietly scored you as less valuable. That's the explosive claim at the center of a brand new lawsuit against Meta, the company behind Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. And if these allegations are proven in court, this case could completely change how AI is allowed to influence workplace decisions across America. But here's where the story gets even more controversial. Meta says none of it is true. So what really happened? Let's break it down. Dozens of current and former Meta employees have filed a federal lawsuit claiming the company relied on artificial intelligence systems to help identify thousands of workers for layoffs earlier this year. According to the complaint, instead of managers making decisions based on first-hand knowledge of an employee's work, AI tools allegedly analyzed performance scores, productivity data, keystrokes, activity levels, and other digital signals to rank employees. The lawsuit argues that this system created a serious problem. People who were on maternity leave, medical leave, or approved disability accommodations naturally generated less activity data, and that may have made them appear less productive to the algorithm. The lawsuit includes some heartbreaking examples. One scientist says she was notified that she was losing her job just 2 days before giving birth while on approved pregnancy leave. Another engineer claims his performance rating dropped after taking time off to recover from an injury. A manager says he was laid off only 16 days into his medical leave. These workers argue they weren't being judged on the quality of their work, but on missing data created by legally protected leave. If that's true, it raises a much bigger question. Can AI accidentally punish people simply because they exercised rights protected under US law? Meta strongly rejects those accusations. A company spokesperson says the claims have no factual basis and insists workforce decisions were made by people, not AI. That denial is going to be one of the biggest issues as this legal battle unfolds. Because if human managers made the final decisions, the court will have to determine exactly what role, if any, AI actually played behind the scenes. But this story doesn't stop with layoffs. The lawsuit also points to an internal employee monitoring program that reportedly collected information such as keystrokes, mouse activity, browser history, emails, messages, and location data on company devices. According to the complaint, employees say the program was introduced with very little visibility, and many felt they never gave meaningful consent. After significant backlash, including a petition signed by more than 1,600 employees, Meta paused the program earlier this year. That backlash has only added more attention to the company's workplace AI practices. Now the employees are asking the court to temporarily stop the layoffs from becoming final while the case moves forward. They're also requesting an independent audit of Meta's AI systems to determine exactly how employees were evaluated and selected. For many of these workers, the stakes go far beyond losing a paycheck. The lawsuit argues they could lose health insurance during pregnancy or medical treatment, forfeit valuable stock compensation, and face immigration consequences if their employment ends. No matter which side ultimately wins, this case could become one of the most important legal tests of AI in the workplace. As more companies adopt artificial intelligence to evaluate performance, make hiring decisions, and reduce costs, millions of American workers are asking the same question. Should an algorithm ever have a voice in deciding someone's career, especially when that person is recovering from an illness, welcoming a new child, or living with a disability? This lawsuit is only beginning, and none of the allegations have been proven in court. But one thing is already clear: the outcome could shape the future of AI, employee privacy, and workplace rights across the United States for years to come. What do you think? Should companies be allowed to use AI in layoff decisions, or should humans always make the final call? Share your opinion in the comments, and if you want more fast, in-depth coverage of the biggest stories shaping America, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss what happens next.